Hey everyone. Um, I'm doing a quick video here. This one's specifically geared towards my fellow Celestron equatorial mount owners, owners of the CGX, CGM, and AVX mounts, and who also own a ZWO, ASIAir, or ASIAir Pro. When you're doing a polar alignment through the ASIAir with a Celestron mount, there have been some known issues where the mount goes a little off kilter or a little crazy. It may not happen to everyone, but I've heard about it happening enough that I wanted to put this information out there. So what we're going to do is we're going to go into my backyard and I'll show you what I've done to take care of this situation. Alright folks, so back in my backyard and I'm working on another project, and so this one I wanted some speed. So I have mounted my RASA 8. This is an F2 astrograph at 400 millimeters, and of course it's sitting on my CGX mount, and I have it connected to the ASIAir Pro, and my guide scope is the ZWO 60 millimeter f4 guide scope with the ASIAir 120 Mini. And I was able to get this mount through Thingiverse, a 3D printed mount for my EAF. So that has been really handy. So what I want to show you is actually dealing with polar alignment of a Celestron mount and the ASIAir. There have been some known issues with the ASIAir and the Pro doing a PA with a Celestron mount, CGX, AVX, for example. So what I'm going to show you are a couple things that I have found out, and I'm also going to do a screen video for you following this on what I did. So what you do is first is you kill the power, shut off the power, and then you go back into the ASIAir app and you begin the polar alignment process with the mount turned off. You'll disengage the RA clutch and move manually the RA, the mount's RA to the 60 degrees. Once that's done and you do your polar alignment through the ASIAir, then you can go ahead and fire it back up and then reconnect it back to your ASIAir or ASIAir Pro. And you should be good to go for the night. You should be polar aligned. Now, another thing that I have is I have an Ethernet backbone, which is basically I have an Ethernet cable connected to my RASA. This is a direct burial outdoor use, and I have it run through my backyard. I'm going to bury it eventually, but I have it taken it to my garage, and there is a power line adapter back in the garage that connects back to my Ethernet network at gigabit speed, and that helps improve performance when I'm working on the tablet or even on my desktop. There is an app for that, and it's really great to have that backbone for that extra speed. And Wi-Fi is fine, but that extra, speed is really good. So next, we're going to go wait for nightfall, and I'm going to show you how to do this process with the polar alignment. Okay, so here we are in the ASIAir app, and we're in the polar alignment section, and we're going to go ahead and get everything set. Usually my first thing is that I will take an initial picture, doing a preview, and do a quick plate solve, and then I will go to back to the polar alignment. So take that picture here in preview and let it plate solve. Then now while I'm doing that is while that plate solving is happening, I shut off the mount, and then you're going to get this error. You click skip with the mount no connection, and it'll take the picture. It'll plate solve, and then you'll disengage the RA clutch and you'll rotate. You'll rotate it that up to that 60 to around 60-degree point, and while it's now, then you'll, like I said, you'll manually rotate that, and then once that's done, you will press on the rotated button. Now, once it's done with that, then you will go ahead and click let's, it'll take a second snapshot, verify it, and then you'll click let's go. Now, once it's done that, that's when you'll begin the adjustments of your Alt-Az bolts. And the goal is to try to get it as close to the center as you possibly can, if not dead on into the center, and get as the best polar alignment you can possibly get. Now, once you are satisfied with your polar alignment, then you can go ahead and let it take another shot. You can click finish, let it take another shot, and then it'll give you the smiley face and give you your final error count, and that's it. Now you're polar aligned. You can go ahead and power back up your Celestron mount and reconnect it back to your ASIAir or ASIAir Pro, and you're ready for your night of imaging.
Okay, so that's basically how I'm doing polar alignments now with my Celestron mount. So I hope that was helpful and useful to any of you Celestron owners who also own an ASIair. If you like this video, please do me a favor, give it a thumbs up, and don't forget to click subscribe and ring the bell so that way you're alerted whenever I'm putting out new videos. If you have a comment or anything like that, please let me know. I really appreciate your feedback. And don't forget to join me, Dan, and Jason every Wednesday night at 9 p.m. Eastern for Astro World TV. So until then, take care of yourself, clear skies, and remember, only when it's dark enough can you see the stars.